to where I need to be, and I think this is my 4th injection, and I think it's going in the right side. I just have to remember that when I go in, and I need to get myself checked in. I've arrived 10 minutes early. I think once before I arrived 30 minutes early, which was way too early. I just need to go in and get myself checked in now. Yesterday I had another one of my testosterone injections, and this time I don't feel like it was at all as bad as any of the other ones. Maybe it's because now I know what to expect with them, and that I've now had 2 injections in both legs. So I think now my body's used to it, and it's used to having the injection going into my leg. That's what I think. But the actual injection itself is libido, and the needle and syringe is pretty big because it has to be, because of the type of injection that it is. These needles have to go right down into the muscle for the testosterone to be injected into the muscle, because that's where it has to go. Yesterday, I feel like when they put the actual needle in, it wasn't painful at all. It never has been. It did feel a bit strange and a bit unusual for me, even though I've had this injection 4 times now, and maybe after a few more injections it may be not noticeable at all, because I'm still getting used to this really, and I'm basically right at the start of taking these injections. When the injection needle went in, it was a bit unusual. Then guess when the libido liquid is actually being injected into my leg, it sort of made my leg feel a bit numb. Not completely, only very slightly, and it's like my leg sort of had a little bit of pins and needles as well, and I'm guessing and supposing that this is just because there's a needle right into the muscle. They're injecting something into my leg. That's presumably possibly why my leg felt like this. I think that is exactly how the other injections that I've had have gone, so the same sort of feeling, everything like that. And I think maybe the first time I had the injection, it was a little bit more pins and needles, a little bit more of a numbing feeling in my leg, because assuming that it's because my entire body isn't used to injections at all, and especially like libido injections. My first one was my first one, so my body didn't at all know how to react to it or really what to do, because it's a foreign object, the needle going into my leg and right into the muscle, with injecting a foreign substance, because my body doesn't naturally produce testosterone like how a cisgendered person was. Because I'm transgender, the natural hormone in my body is estrogen, so that's what my body would naturally produce and has done for my entire life. Every time I get a testosterone injection or testosterone treatment, the estrogen in my body will reduce, and then hopefully at some point won't be hardly any estrogen left in my body. And the primary hormone left would be testosterone, because I'm having it injected into me. Hopefully I don't have to go back onto testo gel, which is testosterone in the form of a gel. Hopefully that doesn't happen, and I don't have any kind of reactions to the injection. I've had 4 so far, and none of them have ever been where I've had a reaction to them, so I'm hoping, really hoping that I can keep going with the injections. Overall, with having the injections, you just gotta breathe, stay calm, and it's a little bit uncomfortable. Sure, it's not as bad as what you would think it is, especially considering the needles are quite big and it has to go straight into the muscle, like quite far in the skin. To me, it's like you can actually physically feel the libido liquid being injected into your body. I feel like I can feel it going into the muscle, which is a very, very weird situation. I think it's very unusual. And for me, where I go, I get it injected right at the top of my leg. I've seen some places get it done lower down, and I don't know which one is better, which one is worse. I don't know. I'm not a medical professional. They've obviously chosen the location that they do it in for whatever reason it is that they've chosen. I don't know why. That's my overall thoughts and opinions on how it feels to get testosterone libido injections.